Should you spend anywhere between $200 to almost $300 on a Ninja Creami ice cream maker? Between a 7-in-1 or the newest 11-in-1 Ninja Creami ice cream frozen treat maker, is it worth it to take up your kitchen counter, kitchen space, or storage space? I got all the deets. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Serein, and today's Testers Tuesday video is all about this hefty Ninja Creami 7-in-1 frozen treat maker. There's a newer version where you can do 11-in-1, but is it necessary? Okay, so I totally bought into the hype when everybody was talking about the Ninja Creami on TikTok a few months ago, and by a few months ago, I mean around May of last year. It was so overly hyped that I was like, no, I don't need it, I don't want it, but then I bought into it and asked for it for Mother's Day. So the Nugget and Chris purchased the coveted Ninja Creami for me for Mother's Day, and I was pretty excited and impressed in the beginning. So I've had this since May of 2023. It is now February 2024, and it has not been used for quite a few months. I'm gonna go through all the pros, the cons, and why I'm not getting rid of it just quite yet, but I'm also not 100% sold on whether or not it's necessary for 90% of us out there. I'm also going to demonstrate how the Ninja Creami is used and how you can use it and how we use it. Now, there's a bunch of different functions, but to be fair, I only use one function, so I immediately would tell you, if you're looking at the higher priced item one, the newer version, and you can find the older version on sale or on the resale market, I would recommend just splurging on the original one. You don't need the 11-in-1. Gonna guess, like most of us, we're not gonna need that. I barely use the 7-in-1. I use the 1 or 2 functions that the 7-in-1 has. I also have the blue model because it was so sold out at the time when I purchased it, or when Chris purchased it for me, that the only model that was available was the blue one. Let's talk about what it's supposed to do first. And what it's supposed to do is create ice cream, sorbet, smoothie bowls, light ice cream, gelatos, and milkshakes. It's supposed to do it instantly. It's supposed to be a healthier option. You're able to create all the frozen treats with your own mix-ins and everything at the convenience of your own home. It's supposed to be more cost effective, and it's also supposed to give you more options, maybe beyond what you could purchase at the store or even at a restaurant. Immediately, I have to say that if you are on a fitness journey and you're somebody who absolutely loves ice cream, and ice cream is not a part of your nutrition plan in the immediate, and I am a certified nutritionist, so I'm gonna say that any nutrition plan or diet that will never allow you to enjoy your favorite treats is not a sustainable plan or a healthy plan for the long run. Now, in the immediate, if you have immediate weight loss and fitness goals, and those are off the table for now, this might be a nice option for you, but you can also kind of jimmy rig your own version of this if you have a high quality blender like the Blend Tech or a Ninja blender or a Vitamix, which I already have. The cool thing about the Ninja Creami that really sold me immediately was being able to make high protein frozen treats for myself and the family. Is it something that I require in order to enjoy a frozen treat? No, but around the summer months, which was right before when I got this, so around spring and all through summer and the hot months, even into the fall here in Southern California, we consume a lot of ice cream. Obscene amounts, the 3 of us. We would walk and get ice cream every single night. We'd go to the outdoor mall and have ice cream or frozen treats or milkshakes. And having it every single night for months at a time is not conducive to our financial goals or our health goals, especially for the nugget. That's a lot of sugar that we don't necessarily have much control of, but it's hot, it's a frozen treat, we enjoy it. So the Ninja Creami for us made a lot of sense because I was able to control the amount of sugar and the quality of ingredients of the frozen treats. Now, did this replace ice cream outings completely? Absolutely not, because I think it's healthy for us to grow up and be surrounded by the ability to enjoy a treat, but it did help us save a little bit of money over time. Don't forget though, this does cost about anywhere between $200 or more, so it does have to be saving you money over time. So the initial investment isn't going to be a money saver, and purchasing the ingredients aren't going to be a money saver. So you're going to have to use this for multiple years for it to start to become a money saver. So don't buy it just to save money in the immediate, because that's not going to help you. Did we enjoy it? Absolutely. I think it's really fun to be able to show the nugget how to make healthier options of things that we enjoy that taste just as good. Does it completely replace ice cream? In my opinion, no. Does it completely replace my cravings for milkshakes or things like that? Absolutely not. But it's a fun way to kind of bond and make ice cream at home together.
I don't like I want doggy ice cream.
It's not doggy ice cream, baby, but I will put it in a bowl like a doggy. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
After dinner, we're gonna have some dessert. What do you like to say? You want some dessert?
Yeah.
But she calls it what? Can you say dessert?
Dirt.
Dirt. This is what it looks like because it's got a little freezer burn. So I'm actually just gonna rinse the ice off. And if you didn't want to do this, you could just...
I see, Mama.
Yeah. Also, just let it thaw out for a little bit before you put it in the Ninja Creami. It does come with these little lids. And then you're gonna pop it into this container. And then you're gonna put the lid on that has the blade. Make sure the blade's in. I always forget to put the blade in. And then you'll lock it.
Cover it out.
Oh yeah, because it's really loud, right? We're gonna do light ice cream. There's a little release here, so I'm just gonna press it and spin it down. And then the lid, almost, there's a lid lock, so you would open it this way.
In a book.
1 second, I gotta respin it because you can see what I talk about. The texture's a little sandy, so you want to add a little more of whatever liquid you used in the center and do a respin, and that's going to get rid of it and make it look more creamy. So this is on one spin. Let's do it again. Make sure you click it on tight.
Click it on tight.
There we go. Then you start with the handles on the center, and then you spin it up and it locks, and then everything will light up. And you'll see here that I have the power button, the ice cream function, sorbet, light ice cream, smoothie bowl, gelato, and milkshake, plus the mix-ins. They're counting that as the 7th option. We're gonna hit respin. This is after, so this is after the respin. Look how creamy that is. This is definitely gonna give you that beautiful creamy texture of ice cream. You want some?
I love ice cream.
So the Ninja Creami does exactly what it's marketed and said to do. You're gonna make beautiful, creamy, textured, homemade ice cream using whatever base you choose to use for your own health reasons.
Hi.
Pros for us as a family is that it did help us with the cost over time of going out for ice cream and sweet treats daily. It also helps us with our health goals overall by minimizing some sugar, increasing protein, especially for someone like the Nugget who can be picky every so often, where I feel like she's not getting enough protein every single day. But then there'll be days when she eats an entire fillet of salmon. So it just depends. So it is a good way to incorporate more protein and less sugar if you're careful with the ingredients you're using. Now, is the quality of the protein from a protein powder or a protein drink better than animal protein or real food-based protein? No. I will always tell my clients when I work with them that it is better for them to eat real food protein than to consume a protein drink, a protein shake, or a protein powder or protein bar. Your body is going to use real food protein and break it down much more effectively and be able to absorb it much more effectively, and you won't have to consume quite as much either. It also helps with your hunger cues if you're dealing with hunger cue issues. So while I never say that you should be getting your main source of protein from supplements, which would be anything that you're using this Ninja Creami for, it is a good option if you're avoiding sugar or junk food. The downside of the Ninja Creami is that you have to have a little bit of foresight in the sense that you're going to need to pre-make your base at least 24 hours beforehand. You get 3 of the pints, and what I typically do is that I just mix all 3 pints and put them in the freezer so that we have them ready to go at any given time. I played around with the different couple bases. I like using Malk, which is a brand of almond milk that we choose if we use almond milk to lower our dairy consumption. I also really liked using coconut cream because it was really creamy and it had a nice coconut taste to it. I would add the non-dairy milks with some sort of a protein flavored powder. Clean Simple Eats was the protein powder I was using because they had a sampler pack that had a lot of different fun flavors to mix in with the non-dairy milks that we were using. Coconut cream is the most affordable base in my opinion because it's the most shelf stable. You buy it in the can. You can find it at Trader Joe's or any of your grocery stores. I buy the full coconut cream with the thick cream top. I stir it all up and pour it into the pint, and then I add a protein powder flavor packet from Clean Simple Eats into there, and then I might add a little bit more water or a little bit more Malk just to bring it up to the max fill line. I then cover it and freeze it in our deep freezer at least for 24 hours is what they say. I did have to play around with it. There was some troubleshooting. So the first time I did it, it would be very crumbly and I was like, I don't know if I love this texture. So the best way for me to get that creamy ice cream texture for my base is that I put it in there and then I would hit the light ice cream option and let it go through a round. And then I would open it, add additional liquid, I'll close it back up and respin it at least once. That gives me the most creamy texture. If I want to do mix-ins, which to be fair, I don't love the mix-in function. I feel like the mix-in is kind of chunky for me. You can then scoop a little hole in the center, add your mix-ins, and then do the mix-in option. I'm not a big fan of the mix-ins because I find that it's kind of chunky, it doesn't keep well, and it just tastes good on its own without the mix-ins. But if you like mix-ins, that's when you would do the mix-in. This summer, I want to try making some sorbets as well, where you just take some canned fruit or even fresh fruit and then put it and freeze it overnight. When you do the frozen fruit with maybe just a splash of almond milk or milk or even heavy cream, I think it's going to give you a really beautiful sorbet texture. We didn't really get the chance to do it over the summer because I was just playing around with different flavors of Clean Simple Eats protein powders, and I even tried out Fairlife. So Fairlife is the easiest and most affordable option. Coconut cream would be the second, mixed with protein powders, and then Malk would be the most expensive option because you would need a couple bottles of those Malks to do 3 pints and to respin with. So those are some of the things that I've noticed when and how we use it for the Ninja Creami. Now I've had this since May. I had it for almost 10 months because we're in the beginning of February, so I'm going to say we've had it officially for 9 months. I would say when I first got it, May, June, July, and August were the heaviest uses for the Ninja Creami. That's 4 out of the 9 months. So it's a little less than half of the time that I've been using. I will be honest, this has been sitting in the garage since summer because we don't eat as much ice cream or frozen treats, and if we do, it's because we're out and about, we're at Disneyland or we're at the mall and the Nugget's like, can I get ice cream? And I usually say yes. So if you're somebody who absolutely loves playing around with recipes and you could see yourself using it, I think this might be a good investment, but you're not going to get your price back or cost per use back right away. And you're definitely not going to be saving money over time for a while based on the price of the machine, all of the accessories that you might want to get. I didn't get any additional accessories, but also all of the ingredients over time because we really loved Thrifty ice cream, and Thrifty ice cream is $2 per person, sometimes less if we share. $2 per person when we get ice cream every single day. Yes, we'll end up saving money by using the Ninja Creami. I don't know if I break it down with cost with ingredients if it saves money that much, honestly, especially with the cost of food prices these days. So thrifty ice cream to me is the most cost-effective ice cream you're gonna get, and it's not something you should be doing every single day anyways. That sense, if you have a thrifty ice cream near you or an affordable ice cream shop near you, I would say that you're gonna be better off saving money by just buying the pints of thrifty ice cream or going to the store and getting the thrifty ice cream. I don't know what your favorite ice cream is, but you know, they sell those giant gallons of ice cream at Walmart, at your local Ralph's or Kroger's. That might be more affordable than getting this machine. Now, if you're on a health journey or maybe you're diabetic and you're looking for a way to still enjoy sweet frozen treats, but you can't have a lot of the stuff that's out there on the market because the keto-friendly or diabetic-friendly ice cream is really expensive at around $8 a pint, then this might be the better option for you. For the majority of us, your diet, your health goals should allow for traditional frozen treats here and there, within reason. Now, if you're on a short period fitness journey with nutritional plan and goals that will eventually allow you to have regular ice cream and you just have the extra money to spend on a Ninja Creami, then great. Here's the other thing is you can make ice cream like this with a very high-powered blender that Vitamix makes, that Blendtec makes, that you might already have at home. And what you can do if you already have a very high quality, high-powered blender is you can freeze ice cubes of the cream base. So whatever you normally would do for Ninja Creami in that pint, you would just do it in ice cube trays, a couple of them, throw it in your blender, add a little bit of liquid, and blend, blend, blend. And you will get a very creamy, Ninja Creami-like texture. Will it take a little bit more effort and work? Maybe. I don't know, but it's gonna save you a lot more money in the immediate if you already invested in a very high quality, high powered blender. So I would recommend trying that out first and seeing how often you pull that thing out before investing in the Ninja Creami. Do I like my Ninja Creami? Yes. Am I gonna continue to use it? Yes. Will I recommend that everybody get one? No. I think you should be smart about how you spend your money and be realistic on whether or not you're going to actually use this over a period of years. Will it even last more than 1 year? We're gonna find out. I'll update you guys if it does or doesn't. And also your space, your living space, because this is heavy and it takes up a lot of space. I hope this Tester Tuesday was helpful if you are looking forward to purchasing a Ninja Creami or asking for it this Valentine's Day or Mother's Day coming up or something like that, or whatever. If you're just curious about what happens after 9 months of having a Ninja Creami in your life, I hope that my reviews help you make better and smarter choices with your money and your space and your time. I also have a blog. I share a lot of recipes and a lot of things where you might want to pull back up for resources. If you're ever curious, I also have a newsletter there where you can sign up for giveaways, which I will be launching once again. I had to take some time off for my newsletter, but it is back and stronger than ever, and I will be doing monthly giveaways over there, as well as I love chatting with you guys over on Instagram daily and TikToks daily. You can find me on all the platforms. I post twice a week here and daily on all of the social medias. I hope to see you guys back here on Friday. Have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye!